Rarity, oddity, and peculiarity. Once out on the water, expect anything, be it reeling in outlandish leviathans or meeting forgotten myths.
What started as a calm day of fishing for this 16-year-old turned scary. Watch as this boy catches a fish and keep your eye on the water because you're going to see that fish and you're going to see what comes behind it. That's a huge gator.
The wet surfaces are always ready to present the unseen. So, let's watch what river stories these guys have to share today. Ocean's magical secret. Do you believe in mythical beings? Some fishermen had a magical surprise that made them wonder if fairy tales could be real. These fishermen were having a normal day at sea when their net suddenly became super heavy. They got excited as they pulled it up, expecting to see lots of fish. But what they found was way more exciting. There, caught in their net, was a real mermaid. Her webbed hands moved through the air, asking them to help her get free. Before they could pull her onto their boat, she slipped right out of the net and disappeared into the deep blue water. The fishermen just sat there, amazed by their magical encounter. Mysterious encounter. Have you ever seen something so strange that it felt like you were in a monster movie? That's exactly what happened in these dark woods with the hiker. Right there, coming out of the water, was a huge black creature. It wasn't like any animal he had ever seen before. The creature looked like a giant blob of black jelly, wobbling as it moved. Instead of a face, it had only strange, moving tentacles. No eyes, no mouth, just wiggly parts. The hiker quickly shared his discovery with forest rangers, providing proof of this mysterious forest visitor. It was just like something from a scary movie, but this time, it was real. Creepy visitor. A fisherman in Thailand was checking the beach and found something that made him rub his eyes in disbelief. There on the shore was a creature nobody had ever seen before. It wasn't a normal fish. It was way weirder than that. This strange sea creature had scales all over. Its massive head had bulging eyes, and its mouth was packed with sharp teeth. The weirdest part? It had arms that looked like claws. Even the scientists who came to study it couldn't figure out what kind of sea creature it was. Record-breaking find. A biologist and his team had an incredible adventure when they discovered a giant fish off the coast of Cuba in the Mediterranean Sea. This amazing fish measured 3.2 meters long and 2.9 meters wide, setting a new record for the area. It was so heavy that the scale almost broke when they weighed it. The team carefully placed the fish, known as the sunfish, in an underwater chamber attached to their boat and used a crane to lift it aboard. After taking important measurements and DNA samples, they released the sunfish back into the ocean. As it swam away, the biologist and his team felt thrilled, knowing they had just experienced something truly special. Oarfish warning. A crowd gathered in Arica, Chile, when a massive oarfish was discovered near the shore. The creature was too large for anyone to manage, so a crane was called in to pull it onto land. Stretching almost 16 meters long, the sight of the fish sparked worry among the locals. In Japan, oarfish are seen as harbingers of tsunamis, signaling trouble ahead. Could this rare encounter mean danger for the town? Only time would reveal whether the town was truly at risk. The discovery had everyone on edge, wondering if nature was sending a warning they couldn't ignore. Monster catfish. Are you ready to meet a fish as long as your boat, lurking just under the water? After an hour of hard work, an angler finally pulled a massive fish to the shore. This giant was almost 9 feet long and very heavy. It was a Welsh catfish. After taking a good look at it, he released the fish back into the river, honoring his tradition of caring for nature. With these large fish living in the river, the question remains, what are the other creatures these murky water bodies have been hiding? Mexican mystery. What lies beneath the surface of the ocean? A strange creature was recently caught on video by a local in Mexican waters. The footage showcases a dazzling array of colors, leading some to speculate it might be a mermaid. From a distance, it resembles a fish with a long, thin, flattened tail and a balloon-like head. As it approaches the surface, the creature shifts colors from pink to blue and exhibits elongated fins on its sides, moving gracefully like a mythical mermaid. What could this strange specimen be? As opinions swirl, the video serves as a reminder that the ocean still holds many secrets waiting to be unveiled. Alien encounter? A beachgoer was enjoying the sunset, capturing the peaceful moment on his camera when something strange appeared in the frame. A tiny figure was jumping on the water's surface. At first glance, it seemed like a child hopping and playing. But how could a baby jump on water? As the beachgoers zoomed in, the figure wasn't splashing or sinking. It was moving effortlessly, as if the water was solid ground beneath its feet. It appeared as if someone defied the laws of nature. No human could do this. Some might say it was a trick of light or a reflection. But the beachgoer knew what he saw. Powers like these didn't belong to humans. They belonged to something far beyond our world. Could this have been a glimpse of alien life? Mystical mermaid. Lakes hold secrets beneath their calm surface, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. A drone flight over Lake Michigan turned magical when the camera spotted an unusual figure. A magnificent mermaid with shimmering scales glided through the clear water. Her movements were smooth and careful as she swam close to the surface. In a blink, the mysterious creature vanished, leaving only gentle waves behind. Lake Michigan's waters now hold even more mystery. Surprising sighting. While relaxing by the lake, a local spotted something odd moving in the water. He quickly pulled out his phone to film this mysterious swimmer. The shape looked super strange from far away. As he zoomed in closer, he got the best surprise ever. It wasn't just an ordinary fish. With its huge head, it was seen moving smoothly through the water. Before the guy could manage to film it further, the lurking monster vanished without a trace. Meg? A tourist stood on a cliff, looking down at the water. Suddenly, a giant shadow appeared in the water, moving slowly. Shocked, he thought he had captured the legendary megalodon. From that height, it was hard to see. But then the creature came into view, a massive basking shark. It swam quietly near the surface, its size hard to believe even from far away. This gentle giant, the second largest shark in the world, only eats plankton, not fish or people. Excited, the tourist quickly grabbed his camera, capturing a rare sight of this peaceful shark. Mystery revealed.
What is that, Mom?
Scientists have cracked the case of a strange sea monster caught near Coney Island. A bizarre gray creature was discovered, featuring what appeared to be a long tentacle, 2 small legs, and a wide-open mouth. Many commenters speculate wildly, suggesting it might be a demogorgon from Stranger Things, or even an alien. However, the truth is much simpler. Unilad contacted a marine expert who identified the creature as an underdeveloped skate. It was characterized by its 2 wings and a tail that ended in 2 dorsal fins. This curious find turned out to be a fascinating example of marine life rather than a monster from fiction.
What?
Ma, you see this?
No.
Powerful fish. What would you do if a fish could bite straight through a metal can? A researcher recently caught a terrifying creature with incredible strength. As the researcher observed, the fish suddenly chomped right through an energy drink can. Midway through the shocking display, it was revealed to be a wolf eel, a fish known for its sharp teeth and powerful jaws. This eerie encounter showed just how strong the wolf eel truly is, proving that even smaller creatures of the deep ocean can surprise us with their unexpected power. Japan's strange treasure. Not every treasure from the ocean is a pearl, as one fishing crew in Japan discovered. They recorded a video of a fish that looked like it had a human face. This unusual creature shocked everyone and went viral, with millions of views claiming it was caught in Japan. Its human-like features led to wild guesses. Some believed it was an alien fish, while others thought it was from crossbreeding or even reincarnation. Soon, their amazing find became a global sensation, leaving viewers amazed by this ocean mystery. Fishing surprise. A group of fishermen had an exciting surprise when they pulled up their fishing nets. Inside was a massive black giant. It was so huge that it covered their whole boat. It had a big fin that looked a lot like a sailfish, but no one could tell exactly what it was. Another group of anglers found a smaller version of a lingcod, but this one was different as it was stunning, all covered in a beautiful golden color, hanging there like a rare treasure. Admiring its unique look, they decided to release it back into the water, respecting its beauty and letting it swim free again. Nightmare sighting. What started as a peaceful walk turned into a frightening surprise. A tourist spotted a strange creature on a large rock. Its fish-like tail thrashed wildly, while its upper body looked like something out of a nightmare. The bizarre creature moved up and down the rock, making haunting noises. This unsettling encounter has put locals and visitors on high alert. What was this strange being, and what was it doing there? This mysterious visitor is now the latest urban legend. Unexpected catch. Ever wondered what happens when a simple fishing trip takes a wild turn? Some fishermen found out when their rod bent like never before. As they pulled in their catch, they couldn't believe their eyes. It was a goldfish, but not the kind you'd expect in a tank. This one was gigantic. It looked nothing like the small goldfish you'd see at home. This catch was massive, far beyond anything they could have imagined, and gave them a tale they'd be telling for years. Sailor encounter. Taiwan Navy sailors were greeted by a startling surprise beneath the waves. They spotted what looked like a creature with a long, shiny tail in the water. They started filming right away, capturing what looked like an unusual figure swimming in the water. While the sailors believe they caught a real mermaid on camera, not everyone's sure. But one thing's certain, this mysterious video has made people everywhere wonder what secrets the ocean might be hiding. Sasquatch sighting. Lake Michigan hides many secrets, and one local experienced it firsthand. While walking by the lake, he spotted something strange. A massive brown figure standing taller than any person he had ever seen. The creature, covered in thick fur, walked upright along the shoreline. It was an 8-foot-tall figure, and it was none other than Sasquatch, leaving giant footprints in the water. Before the man could grab his phone, the creature vanished into the nearby forest. The sighting quickly became the talk of the town, adding another mysterious chapter to Lake Michigan's legendary stories. Beach surprise. A beach janitor noticed something sticking out of the sand. It looked like a suction cup. He tried to grab it with his stick, but it was too soft and flexible. Thinking it was an octopus, he looked closer. It turned out to be a cuttlefish. These clever sea creatures can change colors to blend in, and this one had likely buried itself in the sand for protection. Loch Ness sighting. A drone flying over the lake captured something odd. At first, it looked like Kermit the Frog floating in the water. The green figure seemed strange, almost cartoonish. But as the camera zoomed in, things got even stranger. Beneath the surface, the shape changed into something much bigger and more mysterious. The water rippled, revealing a long neck and a massive body. It was the legendary Loch Ness monster. The sight left everyone stunned. Could it be true? Has the creature of legend finally been seen? Starfish surprise. Just think about finding a star in your fishing net. That's what some fishermen got when they made an amazing catch. They threw their big net into the water, hoping to catch some fish. When they started to pull the net back up, it felt super heavy. They knew they had caught something huge. As the net came out of the water, the fishermen gasped. Tangled in their net was a giant starfish. They carefully freed it from the net as they didn't want to lock the rare specimen. Right after getting free, the giant star-shaped creature slipped back into the ocean. Mysterious lake beast. On February 16, 2014, something incredible happened in Chile. A fisherman managed to record a mysterious creature on her camera. What could it be? The footage showed a strange creature with up to 4 humps rising from the water at Lake Colico. Everyone who watched the video was amazed. Is it a Loch Ness or something even more mysterious? People are buzzing with questions and ideas about what he captured on camera. What do you think it could be? Secret out. What if a viral video revealed a sea monster lurking beneath the waves? Recently, a video circulated online claiming that locals had spotted a sea monster. This raised a lot of stress and curiosity. As the water began to bubble up in different spots, it looked as if a serpent was about to emerge from the depths. However, the mystery was quickly solved when a large mass of grass floated to the surface. Many claimed the locals were simply cleaning the canal with a rope, leaving everyone to wonder, was it really a monster or just a case of mistaken identity? Humanoid fish. A normal day at the canal turned wild for one fisherman when he spotted something straight out of a fiction at the local canal. Swimming right there was a fish that looked like it had a human face. At first, he thought he was seeing things. Getting a closer look, he realized it wasn't just any weird fish. It was actually a Travis Scott fish. These funky swimmers are known for looking like they have faces, but seeing one in real life is super rare. Who knew a day at the canal could turn into meeting a celebrity look-alike fish? It's the kind of surprise that makes fishing way more exciting than just waiting for a bite. Mystery of the deep. What happens when a swimmer's splash meets an underwater enigma? As a swimmer prepared to jump into the cool water, he caught sight of a bizarre creature. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, with 2 heads and a host of tentacles. People on the shore speculate wildly. Some thought it was just mushrooms intertwined, while others claimed it was a double-headed octopus. Instead of swimming, everyone ended up playing detective, trying to solve the mystery of the 2-headed sea creature. Floating reptile.
E com esses bichinhos da natureza a gente não pode brincar. Abraço, gurizada.
A tourist exploring the Amazon jungle got the shock of their life at a lake's edge. There, sunbathing like it owned the place, was a massive anaconda. This wasn't just any snake, it was a giant. The anaconda stretched over 3 meters long. But what really caught the tourist's eye was how fat the snake looked. It had just eaten a huge meal and was now too stuffed to swim right. He watched in amazement as the bloated anaconda tried to float in the water. Seeing this monster snake left the tourist with so many questions. What on earth did it eat to get that big? A deer? A capybara? Whatever it was, it must have been a real feast.
Barriga cheia, tranquilo, eu aqui.
Mysterious giant. Beachgoers in Indonesia gathered around a giant creature that washed up on the shore. It had huge arms that stretched across the sandy beach, and each arm was covered with many suction cups, like those of an octopus. Its big eyes seemed to hold secrets from long ago, making it even more fascinating. Local fishermen compared this creature to the famous kraken from old sea tales, which was said to pull entire ships down into the deep ocean. Even though today's sailors may not fear such mythical monsters, they still have a lot of respect for these powerful ocean creatures. Nightmarish carcass.
Anyone know what this creature?
Out on the open sea, a group of fishermen thought they had seen it all, until the moment their line tugged harder than usual. They hauled in their catch, expecting a large fish. Dangling from the hook was something straight out of a nightmare. Its body was torn open, revealing jagged teeth and a twisted, fleshy mass beneath its scales. But that wasn't the worst part. Attached to the fish was a bristle worm, its long, segmented body clinging tightly to the torn flesh. One fisherman tried to remove the worm. The crew speculated the worm may have eaten the fish from the inside out.
Anyone know what this thing is?
Rare white turtle. While exploring a quiet lake, a local came across something truly surprising. At first, it appeared to be an albino salamander gliding near the leafy shallows. But as he moved closer, he realized it wasn't a salamander at all. Instead, he had stumbled upon a rare white turtle, its pale shell blending effortlessly with the water and plants around it. This graceful creature was a stunning sight, especially since white turtles are hardly ever seen in the wild. Mermaid mystery.
Oh my god, what the is happening?
While strolling along the shore, this person spotted a tiny, decaying skeleton, half buried in the sand. But this wasn't just any old bones. It looked like a mini mermaid. The skeleton had a skull that looked human-like and small bones that could be a tail. It was so weird that the beachgoer picked it up for a closer look, but he dropped it fast when he realized what it might be. Now everyone's talking about this strange find. Some people think it could be the remains of a baby mermaid that got eaten by a big predator. Others say it's just a toy. The finder took a video showing all the creepy details, and it looks pretty real. This has got everyone debating.
Oh my god, what the is happening?
Monster catch. A regular day of fishing turned into the catch of a lifetime for one lucky angler on the beach. This fisherman was just chilling with his rod and felt a tug like no other. Whatever was on the other end was huge. He pulled and pulled, fighting against something super heavy. There, thrashing in the waves, was a massive tiger shark. This wasn't just any shark, it was a real monster of the sea. This fisherman's wild catch is definitely a fish story that no one will doubt. Bizarre discovery. Sometimes the strangest things show up in the most normal places. That's what happened when a local found something super weird. He spotted an odd creature lying in a puddle. Here is the weirdest part. It had a mysterious stamp mark that nobody could explain. The video of this bizarre discovery has spread everywhere. Could it be from a laboratory where scientists do secret experiments? Or maybe it's something not from Earth? This weird creature has become one of the internet's biggest mysteries. Faceless wonder. Do you know what secrets lie in the ocean's darkest depths? Researchers made an incredible discovery 4,000 meters below sea level, a fish with no face. This unique creature has 2 large nostrils, but lacks visible eyes, making it truly mysterious. First seen in 1874, it has hardly been spotted since. Scientists are excited to find out how this unique fish survives in such a dark and cold place. What special tricks does it use to live down there? This incredible find might change everything we know about life in the deep sea. Ocean's mystery. The ocean holds many secrets, and in 2014, one of its strangest ones washed up on the South African coast. What captivated observers was its unique forward-facing eyes, creating an unforgettable impression. The strange part was that it had a body resembling that of a normal fish, but lacked fins for swimming. The bizarre appearance sparked numerous questions and theories. Even now, researchers remain dedicated to uncovering the truth behind this mysterious creature. Unexpected island surprise. Strange voices echoing from a dark water cave caught the attention of tourists on a boat tour in Thailand. As they approached, they saw what looked like brown, furry creatures, just like trolls or even Ewoks from Star Wars. The sight surprised everyone, but soon they realized these weren't real creatures. It was a performance by the singer Tory Lanez and local actors. What started as a curious moment turned into a fun and unforgettable island adventure. So you better visit this island next time. Illusion in water. A man stood by the water when he noticed ripples heading right for him. Suddenly, the surface broke, and out popped what looked like a strange creature with tiny features on its face. He was startled until he realized the truth. It wasn't an alien at all, but a crab. The crab had been holding a piece of trash that made it look like it had a face. Who knew a simple crab could create such a spooky moment? Giant discovery. While cleaning an underground drainage system in Mexico City, workers stumbled upon something shocking. As they cleared out the debris, they noticed a huge stuck in the gutters. At first, they couldn't believe their eyes. A giant rat was trapped there. This rat was unlike anything they had ever seen before. It was enormous, much bigger than the usual rodents found in the city. Though it looked terrifying, they carefully worked to remove it from the gutter, leaving everyone to wonder how a rat could grow that big. Unexpected catch. Fishermen aren't the only ones losing their catch to seals. Something new has come along. 2 young explorers were pulling in their net for prawns when they got an unexpected surprise. A giant Pacific octopus had grabbed onto the net, using its long arms to hold it tight. Excited, they filmed the encounter to share with others. Marine experts later explained that octopuses are incredibly smart, with DNA that's about half of it similar to humans. Because of their clever behaviors, some even compare these creatures to aliens from another world. Unexpected encounter. At a local aquarium, a visitor took a chance and offered a mackerel to a creature that looked more monster than friend. The green moray eel, known for its fierce appearance and sharp teeth, might seem terrifying at first. But as the visitor held out the fish, the eel gracefully glided from its rocky hideout. When it snatched the mackerel, the eel surprised everyone with its gentle nature. Horrible mutant fish. In the jungles of New Zealand, a fisherman made a shocking discovery. While casting his line into a remote river, he caught a strange, mutant-looking fish on camera. It wasn't just any fish, as it turned out to be a brown trout, but with a twist. Its deformed features and unusual appearance made it look almost unreal. The footage quickly spread, leaving many wondering what caused this mutation in such a common species. Nature sometimes surprises us, and this mutant fish is proof that the unexpected can happen anywhere. Unexpected visitor. A local resident made an unexpected discovery while flying a drone over his garden pond. As the drone got closer to the water, something strange was moving below the surface. To his surprise, it was a huge larva-like creature unlike anything he had seen before. This unusual visitor had a body similar to a giant maggot, with a long, thin tail. It slowly wiggled its way through the pond weeds, looking completely out of place. The footage quickly caught people's attention, but despite many eyes on the video, no one has been able to explain what this mysterious creature could be. Squishy surprise! On January 27, 2023, an ordinary fishing trip took a bizarre turn. Instead of the usual fish, a fisherman found something strange and squishy. It was pink, round, and unlike anything he'd ever seen. Startled and unsure, he placed the odd creature in a blue bucket and shared it online. The video quickly grabbed attention, leaving people both curious and fascinated. Many even compared it to a Pokemon because of its cute appearance. Some called it the Mendako, or Japanese pancake devilfish, a type of octopus that flattens itself like a pancake. Experts explained it was a flapjack octopus, famous for its reddish color and big, friendly eyes. Though its name sounds scary, the creature turned out to be more adorable than terrifying, sparking excitement and wonder across the internet. Fish and snake. A group of fishermen thought they were in for an ordinary catch, but as they cast their lines, something far more impressive caught their attention. At the river's edge, an African python had latched onto a fish by its mouth. The snake didn't coil around the fish as they expected. Instead, it held the fish tightly with its powerful jaws, slowly dragging it out of the water. The python's technique was pure strength and patience. The fisherman watched in amazement as the python, without much struggle, managed to pull the fish to dry land, its prey firmly secured. Nature had its own hunters, and today they witnessed one in action. Frozen lake. While fishing on a frozen lake, no one expects a battle with a beast. But that's exactly what happened. Anglers stood on 36 inches of ice, hoping for a big catch. Suddenly, the rod bent sharply. What had they hooked? As one of them pulled in the line, an enormous northern pike emerged from the water. The massive fish, over 1 meter long, fought hard, making several runs before its 44-inch body finally appeared through the hole. Lifting it was a challenge, but they were overjoyed with such a giant catch on the frozen lake. Open discussion. Not all mysteries come from the ocean. In 2023, explorers in Suriname found something huge buried in the jungle. Giant dinosaur bones. These remains didn't look like any dinosaur people had seen before. The bones were so big and strange that experts couldn't explain them. People started wondering if this could be a new type of dinosaur, or maybe something even more mysterious. The discovery quickly became a sensation, with many asking what secrets the ancient jungles of Suriname still hold. Could there be more unknown creatures waiting to be found?